Okay, what's going on, Spurs family? We back live again. I totally butchered the first video up that I was doing live, so I kind of just started over and deleted. I'm kind of working on my live performance. I really don't um, like going live like that, so it's whatever. I prefer pre-records, but I'm gonna just start going live because it's like I said, it's convenient. So tonight, we be going up against the Oklahoma City Thunder. It should be a fascinating game. It should be an interesting game. And this time, I'm not going to rush through my notes so I can give the correct thing and not have to, restart. So, what is noted by Yahoo Sports, the injuries for the Thunder. I think I'm gonna pronounce his name correct. Shea Gilgeous Alexander. He is questionable with due to a hip contusion. That is big. This is how it stands now. It may change when it gets closer to game time. But that's huge because he's one of the main players. He's putting up around 31 points a game. Um, He's one of their main players, 33% from the 3-point line, 50% from the field, 91% from the free throw line, 4 rebounds, 6 assists, 1 steal, 1 block. So the guy is he's a pretty good player. And so if he's missing tonight's game, it kind of helps us a bit. It kind of, you know, help balance things out. For the Spurs, Jakob Poeltl is out due to a knee bone bruise. Jeremy Sohan is out due to a quad contusion. Josh Richardson is questionable due to an ankle sprain. I guess that could change. All this could change once game time approaches. We all know Blake Wesley is not going to suit up for his MCL sprain. Romeo Langford is questionable due to back tightness, and Bates Diop is out due to an ankle sprain. But again, all these besides Blake Wesley, a lot of these things, and probably Jakob Poeltl, all these things could change when it gets closer to game time. It's still early. So when you look at the Thunder, they're a high scoring team. They come at number 6 in the rankings with 115 points per game. So they can score the basketball. That's without question. They top 10 at rebounds, so they rebound the ball well. They clean the glass, so when they get stops, they make sure they get those stops. So they top 10 in that. They number 10 precisely. They top 5 in steals with 8 steals per game, so they can force some turnovers. And so they know to get their hands in the cookie jar a lot. They top 5 in steals at number 4. I mean, they top 5 in steals, but they number 4 in that category, and they top 5 in blocks. They number 4 with 6 blocks per game. So they defend the rim pretty good. Now, is they a good defensive team? They solid defensively. I wouldn't say they're a top 10 defensive team, but they can force some turnovers and they make it difficult for you if you're attacking the basket. Um, they get a lot of points in the paint, which is vital because if Jakob Poeltl is missing this game, we don't really have another person that can defend the rim as well as Jakob. So them getting a lot of points in the paint, they number 2 in that category. That's going to be a big deal for us. That's a major blow for us if Jakob is out. So that's really disappointing. How well they run the floor is pretty good. They 4th in pace, they 2nd in miles, and they 5th in average speed. So they can get up the court. They can really move. And they also hustle, which they 2nd in the league in loose ball recovery. So this is, on paper, this looks like a very energetic team, which can be beat, obviously. They're not unbeatable. But they have some strong points where we weak at. We not really good in taking care of the basketball, and they get 8 steals per game, so they can force some turnovers, obviously. So that goes against us if we not taking care of the basketball well. They're a well rebounded team. They can rebound the basketball well. So if we having bad shooting nights, they can actually clean up. They can clean up the glass and limit our second chance opportunities. They get a lot of points in the paint, and if Jakob Poeltl is out, then we really don't have anybody who can, make it difficult for them when they attack in the basket. So, with that said, when I look at everything in totality, I think this is a game that comes down to how well we take care of the ball and how well our offense is. Our defense is not quite there, so I don't see us stopping the Oklahoma City Thunder this game. So I'm predicting that they win this game. I don't see it as a blowout, but I see them edging us in the fourth to get the victory. And it's unsettling to keep saying that other teams is going to beat us, but that's the reality of our situation. Now with Jeremy Sohan out, I really hope if y'all check my previous video, I'm gonna link it. And this I probably can't because it's a live video, but this is another reason. I mean, I'm new to this YouTube thing, so I don't know if I can put a card in at the end of this live video. But if you look at my previous video, the previous video I made is about, I think Isaiah Roby should start over Sohan, even though Sohan might be out this game. I mean, throughout the season, because the way he can stretch the floor. Now, if they got Collins in there, then I'll be okay with that because Collins can stretch the floor as well. But when you look at Isaiah Roby, he's able to knock down a shot and he's able to switch on defenders from pick and roll perspective better than Collins, but probably not better as Sohan. But our defense as a team is not really good. So I say we should try to do our best to make our offense more easier by putting a person that can, stretch the floor and make defenders honest. Because when Sohan's on the floor, that player usually, hedges off. You really don't respect Sohan jumper at this point in his career. So I think if you put Isaiah Roby or maybe a Collins who is capable of knocking down the three, it kind of opens up the floor for Keldon Johnson to drive. It kind of opens up the floor for things like that, and it makes our offense a little bit better. It's no shade on Sohan. Sohan is he's capable of being a great player, but as of right now in his career, he just offensively, when it comes to shooting, he really don't have it, and teams is daring him to shoot. So I think for us to be more dangerous on offense, I think putting Isaiah Roby in or a Collins and would make defenders more honest and probably open things up a bit more. So there you have it. My pregame prediction is that unfortunately we're going to lose this game. We have a lot going against us, but again, this is why we play the game. So I'm hoping I'm wrong, and I hope we come out with the victory. But how I feel Thunder will edge this one out. So see y'all in my post game thoughts. Peace and blessings.